Saturday and a perfect time for this showdown. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Buckeyes are never satisfied, even though this team went 12-2 last season, perfect in the Big Ten until the Big Ten championship loss to Indiana. Ryan Day knows the Buckeyes have something to prove. They have got to rebuild and reload after losing some top talent to the NFL. But they have got Jeremiah Smith, and he is the best player in the country. They can build around this superstar. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Scarlet Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes offense that has the first possession of the game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year, you can just hang your hat like this group up front. on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this context.
They have done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front because they're not always getting five-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
Driven back.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give them time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They'll move the tight end. Say it. Rush is on. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Hauls it in at the 40. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Straight ahead, it's Raymond. Powers through the defender. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll ride him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Sees an alley. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down to the air. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that. The ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'll... They'll lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. It's inside, it's Jackson. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Julian saying to throw. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. The Buckeyes are flying down the field.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Left side is Jackson. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Not a lot of room to make this catch. No room to bring it back. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. In traffic, it's Duff. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the draw, it's Raymond. Plows through the defense. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Some misdirection with the counter. Fighting off the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Right at the line. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with good field position, almost in field goal position right off the jump. This is a big 4th down play.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Throw it, say it. Makes a catch. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
The kick is on its way. Trying to make one miss. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. Look out! Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch, it's Allen.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and I think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Raymond. Turning it on! And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Finds his man, it's Raymond. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
2nd down, gonna throw it. They're all over it. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Tell you what, man, there's some problems that need to be solved by this offense. Another sack. That's 3 sacks on the day. We're still in the first half, but right now this defense pitching a shutout, and they look like they're playing with 13 guys.
The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Say it. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Nice play to knock that one down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The run inside. It's Raymond. Runs for the tackle. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Rutgers!
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. He might have been looking just to set up his offense, but he put a touchdown on the board with that 92-yard return. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to...
Makes the grab in their space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Hits the hole. It's Jackson. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on third down, say it. Out wide right, it's Jackson. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Got a man, it's Anthony. Makes the grab, but down immediately, he picks up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Using that running game to punch and forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Pushes ahead. Can't get him to the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Play fake, say it. Fires left. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Second and long here. Here's Sayin to throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Tough run here. It's Jackson. They were all over it.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Sayin from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Smith. Touchdown, Ohio State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Black. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side, it's Black. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Burrowing for yardage. Knocked down to the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Say it. Smith with the grab over the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Release to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got some green grass. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, come away with the sack.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Under pressure. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Sayin. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're throwing to your running backs, you got to be careful. You got to be accurate. You got to put the football out in front and make it an easy catch for these guys. And that's exactly what that QB did on that angle route.
Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well. And he showed you his athleticism.
And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Finds a crease. It's Jackson. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And he still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Saying from the gun on third down. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Black. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out wide left, it's Anthony. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with second and short. On the RPO, got him. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh center down's going to the air. He's got it. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Wants to throw again. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got some room to run.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. 3-point lead, put together a great drive here, Jesse. You can turn it into a 2-possession game.
Let's do that. Let's get a touchdown on the board. Let's find out where our playmakers have the best matchups, and let's exploit those, David.
And it would put our defense in such a great position. Fourth quarter, 2-possession lead. It makes it easy to play defense.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Throw it. Say it. Left side is Smith. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Rutgers takes its second timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They've got some room in under the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most, late in the ball game? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Raymond. Dragged down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Second and long here. He wants to throw it. He'll take one last shot at the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here. Probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback. With these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. Spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know